Thank you very much for joining us for the post-race drivers press conference following the 2025 Google Cloud São Paulo E-Prix here in São Paulo, Brazil. On stage in front of us, our top three: Jake Dennis with Andretti Formula E, Oliver Rowland with Nissan Formula E, and Nick Cassidy with Citroën Racing. Jake, you must be over the moon. Your first win in Formula E, I'll keep talking so you can drink, since Diriyah back in, January 2024. How does it feel to be back on that top step?
Since Jeddah, no win last year was a tough one to take. Jakarta looked like it was ours, but there was a few things what fell apart. But to turn it around, first win of the season and at the first race, and I normally finish second in these races far too many times, and it's normally behind this bloke. But yeah, it's nice to finally win this peloton style racing. Super challenging, getting that attack mode in the first time. At the right time, and I think we did just that. Obviously, the second one played into our hands quite nicely. It looked like it was obviously then going to become quite a comfortable win until the red flag. But I think ultimately we just had good pace and kept our noses clean, and brought home maximum points.
With the strategy with the attack mode, obviously the rules have changed slightly so that you don't have to take all of the attack mode by the end of the race. How much did that play into your strategy to end up with that advantage towards the end?
Ultimately we didn't go into this race thinking that we want to take it on the last 3 laps and take it to the finish line. That wasn't really our strategy. But obviously, I think like most people, we're pushing it towards the end. And then when that safety car came out, it was originally quite good, but then it took a long time to clear Mortara's car. So then I was a little bit worried, like, am I going to overrun into the checkered flag and only maybe have half of this? But ultimately it worked out fine. And it looked like it was going to be a comfortable win. But yeah, I'm just very happy that we've turned it around a little bit from this morning where we weren't great at all. Really bad feeling in the car, but it felt pretty good out there today. Feeling quite happy and relieved.
When you start the race on pole position, I imagine you want a nice clean race. And obviously there were a lot of disruptions in this race. How do you manage to kind of keep yourself in the zone when obviously you have safety cars and then you have a red flag? Because those are things that can really hamper you without it being anything to do with you.
Yeah, I think you go into this race thinking it's going to be chaos. There's definitely ones like London and Jakarta and at Tokyo where it's a little bit more track position race and you can control everything. Whereas here it's really just sort of survival and trying to keep the nose clean. So I very much went into that thinking it was going to be exactly how it was. So no real surprises, obviously, apart from the red flag, but it was glad to see Pepe was all right. I had no idea there was a crash. I wasn't informed, so I just thought it was for Mitch. I saw the crash a minute ago, and it's very bad, but it's good to see him walk out.
Yeah, of course it is. Congratulations again, Jake Dennis with Andretti Formula E. Oliver Rowland with Nissan Formula E, starting down in 13th, taking a 3-place grid penalty in your stride. You must be happy with your day's work to be here now.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. I think from there on the grid, qualifying was probably not quite as good as we expected. But in the race, we managed to be efficient in the beginning and then quickly make our way towards the front. At some points, I thought I was in the position to win the race, and then all of a sudden 2 laps later I found myself back in 8th. So the race was like yo-yoing up and down massively. It must have been pretty good to watch from the outside, but we managed to stay in there. We got a little bit lucky, I think, with the last full course yellow and safety car, obviously because a few people had a bit more of an advantage on the time remaining on the attack mode. But we put ourselves in the fight and we got some good points.
Contact with the teammate, never what a team wants to see, never what you want to see as a driver. What was your take on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Okay, you haven't seen it? You were there.
Haven't seen it again.
Okay. I'll let you off on that one. You say a win that, you felt like a win was potentially possible. What do you think it was that maybe made that win possibility go away? Was it the red flag?
Today?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think I was aiming more for top 5 or 6. But I guess if the full course yellow would have come like 30, 40 seconds earlier, then it could have been different. But honestly, I think our deserved position was top 5. But we ended up getting a bit fortunate with second. So I wasn't really thinking too much about the win. But you're probably talking about what I said before. When I first took my attack mode, I was in the lead by 2-3 seconds, and I was thinking, oh, wow, this looks amazing. My energy was good. And then when mine ran out and the others came, they came much quicker than I anticipated. So that's what I meant.
It's a tough one. Now you've seen where you stack up as a team, as a powertrain against the other teams. How happy are you with the start and where you'll be this season?
I think it's going to be super close. I think we've still got areas that we're working on, and actually coming into this weekend haven't worked as well as we may have hoped. So we need to keep working on some performance items, particularly in 300. And yeah, I think we're going to be thereabouts, but it's going to be about being perfect and picking up points like today.
Well, congratulations again, Oliver Rowland with Nissan Formula E. And moving on to Nick Cassidy, getting a first podium for Citroën Racing in the first race that Citroën Racing have been a part of. That's huge for the team, huge for you, and huge for everyone involved.
Yeah, completely. Blown away for everyone. Citroën, joining Formula E, I think is a big story, and so to be on the podium, first event with them is fantastic.
Fourth podium in a row for you personally. How confident were you that ending one season with 3 in a row, and then a lot of change, moving teams, that you could continue that form, because you were very much the form driver at the end of last season?
Well, I didn't really look at it that way, and to be honest, until you said that, I didn't even realize that. But I've been so focused on this car and all the work in the off season to arrive here ready, and I kind of thought that after free practice that we were going to have a really strong day. I thought even after Valencia that things were looking good, and then qualifying was a disaster. So I was pretty upset, and then glad to come back in the race.
Obviously disappointing that Jev couldn't finish the race, but as I said already, very positive for Citroën. And when it comes to looking ahead to the next race, I guess everyone in the team, everyone in the garage is going to have that extra pep in their step.
I think so. If we can continue, the form that I think we had at the end of Valencia and what we had in practice this morning, tuning a few little things, I think we can be pretty strong in the race. There's no doubt we don't quite have the efficiency of these boys, but if we play our cards right and if we can qualify well, then we can compete just like we did today. So that's pretty cool.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We do have some time for some questions from the floor. If anyone would like to ask a question, please raise your hand. Okay, just here first. A microphone will appear.
Sorry. So Jake, starting the season with a win, the only time you did that before was on your championship winning season. So is that a good sign to are hoping to win the championship this year?
I mean, a win is always a good sign. They're quite rare. Wins are very hard in Formula E, so you take them where you can, whether it's the first race, last race, you take them. And yeah, I mean, London's a long way away, and we've got a lot of work to do to really, match the level what we delivered in season 9 in terms of that consistency. But I've got a really good team around me. We're working hard, and we're slowly building ourselves back up. And yeah, if we can just, I think, get through the first couple of months of this season and still in the title fight, then I think we'll only get better. So feeling confident going into this little break what we've got now over Christmas, and then round 2 as well.
Thank you very much for your question. Next question will come from my friend here, who I remember from last year at the front.
Oh, thank you very much. My name is Yuri from channel Yuri Turbo, and I wanted to ask you, so first of all, what you're thinking about racing Brazil, since this was a really good result to you, and I wanted to know your opinion for the championship, principally with the Gen 3 Veil car, and last question, what you're thinking about Brazil in general as a country?
I mean, ultimately, racing in São Paulo is always special. It has a lot of history inside of motorsport, and it's a race which always creates lots of exciting racing. And Gen 3 here has always delivered good racing as well. So, yeah, I think the first race of the year is always special, and to do it here is nice. In terms of the Gen 3 Evo, I think, as we saw last year, generally the 4-wheel drive now is super powerful, and it creates lots of overtaking and lots of different strategies. So, yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's a great track. Hopefully, we'll come back here for the Gen 4 car, which I think will be a completely different step and, completely different beast to drive. But, yeah, it's been a special event for all of us. My teammate is Brazilian, so had a lot of media and attention around him, and ultimately, he's done a great job today, finishing 5th. So, yeah, it's been a great day for the team. Thank you.
Okay, any more questions? Okay, one more here.
My question is to Nick.
obviously not the qualifying that you wanted, both for Oli. But you think the chaos of the São Paulo E-Prix helped you to climb the grid and reach the podium?
Definitely the fact it's possible to overtake on 350 helps us move forward. But to be honest, there was not really much chaos by the time I got to second. You know, at one point it was Jake and I with 12, 11, 10 laps to go, and I thought it was between us two for the win. Just depending on when we took that final attack, and only from that point on there was a bit of chaos. So, you know, the type of race, peloton race, is probably what enabled us to go forward from the back. I think we played that very well, but I'm very proud of this result because I don't feel it was on luck. We were already in the box seat in P2 before any safety car.
Okay, thank you very much for your questions. Congratulations again to our drivers, and you'll be able to speak to all of the drivers outside this room in the media pen. Thank you.